Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news now. Let's get into what could be one of the most explosive rumors swirling around the NFL right now. It's about a potential blockbuster trade that could shake the foundations of the NFC West and send shockwaves through the entire league. The buzz is all about Nick Bosa, the San Francisco 49ers defensive powerhouse, and the possibility that he might be heading to the Chicago Bears. Yeah, you heard that right. A player of Bosa's caliber, one of the most disruptive pass rushers in the league, potentially donning the iconic Bears navy blue. And trust me, this isn't just some idle speculation. Insiders are saying there's real momentum building behind this move, and it could change everything for Chicago. Let's break down what's fueling these rumors. The 49ers, currently sitting at 9-6, have been grappling with some significant issues on their defense. According to recent data, their defensive line is allowing an average of 135 rushing yards per game. That's a pretty hefty number for a team that prides itself on stout defense, especially under Shanahan's system. The numbers show that their expected points added EPA per run is around 14, which isn't terrible but isn't what you'd expect from a team with Super Bowl ambitions. The main problem: the 49ers are considering trading away Nick Bosa, a player who is, without a doubt, one of the best at rushing the passer in the entire league. The reason? Cap space is tight, and with a cap hit of around $31 million for next season, they might be forced to make a tough decision. The team's management is reportedly exploring the possibility of trading Bosa for high-value premium picks, which could help them bolster other areas of their roster. This potential trade isn't just about clearing cap space. It's about strategic rebuilds and making tough choices to stay competitive. But that's where it gets really interesting for Bears fans. The buzz suggests that the Bears, currently sitting at an impressive 11-4 and in the thick of playoff contention, are eyeing Bosa as a key piece to elevate their pass rush to a whole new level. The Bears have been solid defensively, ranking 8th in sacks with 45 total, and their run defense has been improving steadily. But adding Bosa, that could turn them into a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks, especially in the NFC North, where teams like the Lions and Vikings are already showing offensive firepower. Bosa's stats this season are nothing short of spectacular. He's racked up 5 sacks, 35 pressures, and 16 tackles for loss, all while maintaining an elite 98 PFF grade. His win rate on plays is around 21%, and he's a constant presence in the backfield, with a plus 0.25 EPA per rush. This isn't just about individual stats, it's about the impact he has on the game. Bosa is a true game changer, a titan at getting to the quarterback, and his presence alone can turn a good defense into a dominant one. His career totals are even more impressive: 65 sacks and 110 tackles for loss, showing consistency and elite production over the years. Now, let's talk about the fit. The Bears project to add about 12 or more sacks per season with Bosa in their lineup. Imagine what that could mean for their overall defense. We've already seen flashes of what a strong pass rush can do for Chicago: pressures that lead to turnovers, sacks that force opponents into long third downs, and overall pressure that disrupts the timing of opposing offenses. Bosa's arrival would complement players like DeMarcus Walker and others, creating a relentless front seven that can dominate the line of scrimmage. But it's not just about sacks. Bosa's ability to influence the run game is critical. His presence could help reduce the yards per carry allowed from around 120 to closer to 90, giving the Bears a much more balanced and feared defense. That kind of improvement is huge, especially when you consider how important field position is in the NFL. The Bears would gain an average of about 6 yards per drive start, which is a significant boost and could translate into more scoring opportunities on offense. Of course, the trade would come with some risks. Bosa has dealt with injuries before, including a knee injury in Week 10 of the 2025 season that kept him out for a couple of games. But when healthy, he's been a dominant force, and his presence in the trenches is often compared to some of the best pass rushers in recent NFL history. His performance has earned him a reputation as a game winner, especially in high-stakes moments. The Bears' defense, which already ranks 8th in sacks and is allowing just 18 points per game, could become a true nightmare with Bosa anchoring the line. Now, let's consider what this could mean for the NFL landscape. The odds of a Super Bowl are already shifting, with some betting markets showing a favorite range from plus 600 to plus 200 depending on the scenario. Bosa's addition could turn the Bears into serious contenders, especially in the playoffs. His ability to generate sacks and pressures in critical moments, like the postseason, could be the difference-maker in close games. Remember, he's shown a knack for turning up the heat in big moments, with 4 forced fumbles since 2023 and a reputation for clutch plays. It's worth noting that the 49ers, despite their current struggles, aren't eager to let Bosa go easily. They're aware of what he brings to the table and are skeptical about losing him, especially since his absence would lead to a 21% drop in their defensive effectiveness. The NFC West, which has already been a dogfight with the Seahawks and Rams competing hard, would take a serious hit if Bosa leaves. For the Bears, though, this could be the kind of move that propels them from a good team into a genuine Super Bowl contender. The timing of this potential deal is also crucial. The NFL trade deadline is set for November 4th, and with the season entering its critical stretch, every day counts. Rumors are swirling that the Bears are pushing hard to make this happen before the deadline, seeing Bosa as a missing piece that can push them over the top. The NFL is known for its blockbuster trades, and this one could be among the biggest if it materializes. Imagine the scene: Bosa in a Bears jersey, roaring off the edge, terrorizing quarterbacks like Justin Fields or any other offense trying to keep up with Chicago's growing offensive firepower. Speaking of Justin Fields, having a dominant pass rush like Bosa would also open up more opportunities for the Bears' offense. When defenses are forced to double-team or chip a player like Bosa, it creates more one-on-one opportunities for other pass rushers, or allows the secondary to play more aggressively. This synergy between an elite pass rusher and a quarterback who's developing as a leader could be exactly what Chicago needs to push deep into the playoffs and make a real run at the Super Bowl. Now, to put it all in perspective, this potential trade isn't just about the immediate impact. It's about setting a tone for the franchise. The Bears have been building a solid core around Justin Fields, and adding a player of Bosa's caliber sends a message to the entire league. Chicago is serious about contending, about winning now, and about building a defense that strikes fear into opponents. It's about making a statement that the Bears are ready to take that next step and become a true powerhouse in the NFC once again. And let's not forget about the fans. We've been waiting for a moment like this, a move that can elevate the team and spark new excitement. The energy around Soldier Field would be electric if this trade goes through. Imagine the roar of the crowd when Bosa steps onto the field for his first game as a Bear. The hope, the excitement, and the belief that this team is on the cusp of something special would be undeniable. It's rare that a single player can shift the momentum so dramatically, but Bosa's track record suggests he's exactly that kind of game changer. Of course, all of this is still in the realm of speculation, but if the rumors are true and the deal gets done before the deadline, Chicago fans could be witnessing a historic turning point for their beloved team. The road to the Super Bowl is always filled with ups and downs, but with a move like this, the Bears could be positioning themselves as serious contenders in the NFC, ready to challenge the league's best. So stay tuned, Bears fans. Keep your fingers crossed because this story is developing rapidly. The NFL never ceases to surprise us, and if Bosa becomes a Bear, it could be one of the most exciting chapters in franchise history. The defense would instantly become a top-tier unit, and the entire team's confidence would skyrocket. This is the kind of move that can define a season, define a decade, and maybe even set the stage for another trip to the Super Bowl. The NFL landscape is shifting, and the Bears might just be on the verge of making a major statement. Keep your eyes peeled because the next few weeks will be critical, and if this trade happens, it's going to be the talk of the league for a long time. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. Do you believe Bosa will be in a Bears uniform soon? How do you think he'll impact the team's chances this season? Will this move push Chicago all the way to the Super Bowl? We want to know. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. This is a franchise that's always looking to make history, and with a little bit of luck and a lot of determination, maybe this is the year the Bears finally bring home that elusive Lombardi trophy once again. Thanks for hanging out with me today, Bears Nation. Keep the faith, stay loud, and let's keep dreaming big. Because if there's one thing we know for sure, it's that the Chicago Bears never back down from a challenge, especially when it's about making history.